again, top 16 teams overall get to that point. That is a great start for you. And now you go to Bind, one of the most played maps for both of these squads, specifically in recent memory for the side leading up to this event for this China Win / Equinox team. They were 9-3 on this match from the Pulse series on. So a very favorable map for them here as well.
Shouldn't be a lot of changes here. Possibly we'll see the Raze coming on through for the side of FaZe, and there it is. Will be picked up by Corey on the side of Equinox. No major changes for now. Just sticking into the same composition we know and love. Corey dropping off from the rain. There's not going to be any major flashes here. That's maybe my only consideration for FaZe that they're lacking. They are going to have Marved on the Omen with the Paranoia, but it's a single Paranoia. You will be lacking in the engage tool such that Equinox have on the breach. However, Raze, this is probably her best map.
Quick execute for Equinox, and Zach spamming through the cloud burst, able to find first blood. That's a very valuable kill on the mina. Rawkus going to be able to scout out some information with the Aldrome, but meanwhile, Dcop will plant. Nox able to get a couple of kills. Nice little bait there for Marv, drops the shrouded snap. Corey spawns still two, goodness. Nearly gets the snap onto the third, but it'll leave BABYBAY in a 1v2.
BABYBAY's gonna have to step up. We talked about early rounds, BABYBAY not finding a lot, not getting a lot done, being very low in terms of kill score. Has to isolate one. This is the first one, but can't get anything done versus Dcop. Headshot will find BABYBAY. And 2 plays alive. Equinox for a 3rd pistol in a row. 2 maps, 3 pistols out of 4.
Yeah, they've been looking really good. Again, when it's not a full rifle round, this Equinox team has always been terrifying. But maybe even more so now, as they have been clean on all the pistols. All of their offensive executes behind their pistol round have been clean beyond that. And FaZe are realizing that this is not maybe a situation we need to be looking to force by. Maybe we just got to take the L on the chin here early, see if Corey can find a couple of sheriff shots, and maybe just go for the earlier gun round, which is where they found a lot of favor, remember, back to Ascent. It wasn't until we got full gun rounds that FaZe really started to bring back their defensive rounds.
Yeah, and looking towards the side of FaZe here, you did talk about Corey on the Sheriff. No play you'd rather trust in the Sheriff here other than Corey. BABYBAY down early again. Unfortunately, that's going to be a poor start for FaZe. Looking for some early info down long B. Finds nothing but a bullet to the face. And now Equinox 5 alive. Just doing the safe thing. Droning out. Make sure there's no close corners with shorties waiting in line. There's only one shorty. ZachaREEE's got it in hand. He's waiting outside hookah.
Marved information, but doesn't pull the trigger. And now all of a sudden, a wide open, vacant A site for the taking. Recon Bolt will confirm it. A couple of dark covers will slow down the retake attempt for what is now just Corey, by the way. You're going to get the other 2 members defensively for FaZe looking to maybe make a wrap. Corey, it would be great if you could find this first one in Lamps, not able to do it. And Paincakes, meanwhile, watching the flank from the teleporter, able to confirm onto Rawkus, leaving just ZachaREEE in a 1v5. And with a shorty, might as well chalk this one up now.
Yeah, it'll be Cypher v Cypher as well. cutefatboy, Spectre in hand, just trying to collect up all the traps before we end the round. You don't expect ZachaREEE to really do a lot here. Knows that someone's nearby, knows that cutefatboy specifically is nearby. However, won't be able to win that one. Quick headshot. cutefatboy loses about 3 armor there, so not even within Phantom one-shot range. So yeah, 47 actually might as well be as good as 150 at this stage in the game. So Equinox, 2 rounds here. Anti-eco confirmed. Not often you would see a defensive team go for the force either, which is why FaZe going for the force up on the defensive side of Ascent in that opening half as well. Not really ideal. They did lose that round, drop 3 in a row, have learned that lesson now walking into Bind as they save up for this proper gun round. 5 Phantoms in hand now. Full armors are bound for everybody, and like I mentioned earlier, cutefatboy on 47 armor. He won't be within one-shot range if things go long range.
Middle of the map effort here for Equinox. Does allow a couple of ultimate orbs to be picked up on the A side of the map, which is FaZe. They're putting a lot of energy and a utility over to make sure they can confirm that ultimate orb. It's a small thing to mention and keep note of. Zach trying to do what he can to find some early damage from the backside of the map. Mina now on the way in. This is looking like a site that has been completely controlled by Equinox, but FaZe has allowed this to happen, at least for now. The retake will be mostly from the back, but you still have one player lingering over towards elbow. That's going to be BABYBAY. Can they find a way to pinch this up? Paranoia comes through, but Cyber Cages will deny BABYBAY from any line of sight onto the actual spike itself. Aftershock will push him into a corner. Spam shots were decent for DXN, but BABYBAY for 1. Now through the Cyber Cage. BABYBAY a second. What a beautiful updraft that is. He's going to be eventually taken down, but he opens the door, and FaZe just need to deal with cutefatboy for the retake. 4v1 situation. Good luck. Have fun. spike already being defused and cutefatboy taken out. But what a play for BABYBAY to get 2 in the first place.
Yeah, and luck not found there. Neither the fun there for cutefatboys. It's a reverse situation for him. We'll get the 1 kill to BABYBAY. You did see that he was able to scout out BABYBAY, trying to walk through the cage there. BABYBAY updrafts onto the high ground there, but cutefatboy sees it, pulls the trigger, pulls one back as well. But the only kill that Equinox find on that particular Spectre, bonus round by, not even a buy really was, it was a flawless from the previous round, so they just kept all their weapons. So yeah, just a bonus round there means they will be able to walk into round number 4 now. Full equipment value. BABYBAY has, however, got a blaze sword. What excellent timing for a round 4 timing here in terms of both the ultimates being available. Showstopper on Corey as well. They can definitely lean into these ults to get an advantage.
These are really early ultimates. It's just, how do you deal with these in round 4 with nothing to respond with if you're Equinox? Really, the only option that you're kind of thinking about is you got to find a first blood wherever you execute towards. And you can see Equinox is not playing nearly as aggressively as they've had in the last couple of rounds. 4 men over towards B long, but not fully committed yet. And this is the correct site to hit. It's just Zach who's here by himself. Not a lot of help whatsoever, but FaZe are realizing the following of this setup, and they'll go ahead and send Rawkus over to help him.
Yeah, they have Marved pushing up right now with Corey. They don't see anything. Corey should probably start backing out from here. There's a lot of utility being played over towards B, and this is where BABYBAY has to start running very quickly. You can expect the Equinox will push through any second now. Lots of flashes, lots of smokes being put in. Mina's in, but will get taken down.
Mina's not finding a lot of success on these cloud burst tailwind dashes when it comes to first blood. BABYBAY in this site now trying to help out with the Blade Storm. Paint shells will slow things down and maybe even confirm a bit of damage here. Yeah, looks to be the case as Dcop is down to about a bullet. Paincakes now going to be trusted to work their way forward. Flashpoint trying to clear off the angle over towards elbow. Fault line will connect with BABYBAY, but this is all down to Paincakes. Through elbow, point of contact can be made versus Rawkus. You've got to find a way to get this kill, and they do. So now it's down to the execute. 15 seconds left to play. It's going to be a showstopper from the back door for Corey. Bladestorm close and personal completely with Paincakes with the second, but now time becoming a problem. Only 8 seconds left, and as Zach is able to keep his life on this site, plus the showstopper for 1, FaZe will hold strongly.
3 kills for Zach coming on through. Excellent plays by FaZe all around to hold on there. They did lose some members, but the early kill onto Mina setting things up. Losing Rawkus towards the back of elbow, not ideal, so great play by Paincakes to spot that one through, confirm the kill, and make the numbers a little bit more even. But you do have to play against a Blaze Storm. You do have to play notably against a Showstopper as well. Not enough time left. You saw that Equinox, despite getting a little bit aggressive with the Mina, had to slow down quite a while. They lost a lot of time during that particular phase as well, during that pause. Sorry, Equinox, no time to plant, and the Showstopper ultimate, getting the kills required for FaZe as we move into round 5.
And it just bears being mentioned once more for Equinox. We keep kind of harping on this duelist v duelist battle. Mina, who had a pretty solid game the last time through, he's their big producer for First Bloods, and so far, not a lot of these tailwind plays have been successful when they try to get in. Marved will be taken down, Mina for First Blood, so immediately taking what I have to say and say, no thank you, Shift, not interested in that stat line. So Equinox down to 5v4, but 2 members tagged up very heavily. We'll have to wait for a bit of help. We're actually going to get a very early Rolling Thunder. With that in combination will be the Hunter's Fury. That's going to be good for 1 plus damage on another, and Equinox very clean take once more over towards the A site.
BABYBAY will go for this one, but can't find anything. Mina, the counterpart, will take the headshot kill. 3k, 8 HP. Bladestorm confirmed as well. Equinox, the combination of the ultimates coming on through. It's not just the Overwatch players, but look, Equinox as well. Hunter's Fury combined with the Rolling Thunder. Whoever got caught in that Rolling Thunder, eating the Hunter's Fury as well, you can't get away from that one. So Equinox are just going to lean into what the advantages they do have, keeping this one nice and close to the chest as well in terms of the money. Both teams fairly low, trading blows. Trading the money, the guns, everything here as just a 1 round between the two so far.
Slight advantage though for Equinox. They've got the ability to use the From the Shadows, Bladestorm if they want it, which you don't figure is going to come through in a gun round. And then also the Neural Theft, another quick take of the A showers. Again, FaZe was putting a lot of their early energy to trying to grab this ultimate orb, and things have changed dramatically in these last couple of rounds, and Equinox trying to really contest this showers area, and they've been finding a lot of their success from those initial engagements through the outsides of A. So they're going to be able to challenge it and then back away and re-attend over to the middle of the map.
And this time, FaZe don't have any control realistically over the advanced areas of A. You can see that Corey is slowly moving up for potential A short scout. Bit of a lurk from Paincakes over towards A showers as well. Trap wire coming through DXN using the owl drone. So both owl drones have been expended. but that's not a lot of info towards B. What it does say, though, is BABYBAY is feeling something towards the B side of the map. Recon coming through from DXN, but it's all a fake. I mean, this is where now Equinox are slowly leaning back towards A as Paincakes is still fairly deep.
Defense hasn't been moved much, though. FaZe is still in a 2-3 split. They've got Corey playing pretty aggressive over towards the double box just outside of lobby. Nearby is going to be Marved. And he's looking the wrong way right now. It's almost to think that this very well could be a hit over through Hookah. Now they're going to realize where the hit's coming from. Corey for first blood. It's going to stall things out very convincingly. Corey and Marv combined for all three. And the entire hope of Equinox trying to fade out that rotation have completely been follied and foiled. Just down to cutefatboy. He's going to have to save.
Only gun available, 12 seconds remaining. I wonder if FaZe will go for the chase as well. They don't have a lot of money themselves, but they are getting quite aggressive now. ZachaREEE stays behind just to make sure no cheeky plant can come in through, making sure that there's no one else lurking. But a few members from FaZe, Corey namely, is definitely going to try and push up. cutefatboy should be able to hold on to this gun. Time runs out, 3-3 now. Let's take a look at the money situation. Equinox should be able to drop, if nothing else. Everyone else can buy as well. Light armor for DXN, not ideal. Same goes for Dcop. Also trying to purchase up a little bit of util. That's going to drop from a teammate there. So everyone will have guns to play with. BABYBAY will buy up as well. No operator just yet for either team.
This should do.
Pretty good swing round coming through here for this round number 7. It will definitely pay an impact to what happens in really probably the next 2 rounds following. So an important one here for both squads. Who can start to really kind of break this advantage up and take control of this first half could very well be decided here. Bladestorm will be popped, like you had mentioned, already available for Equinox right off the rip. You still have the ability to maybe use it from the shadows, and we haven't seen Paincakes use it all that often for intel gathering. He likes to use it to try to bait out rotations, so we'll see if that comes into play here in round 7 as well.
Small detail there, but ZachaREEE got his camera destroyed right off the rip as well. He put his camera down super late and actually got spotted by cutefatboy. So instantly cutefatboy's like, yep, I'm going to take out their Cypher information. This is why Equinox are now leaning more towards the B side of things. Aldron's going to go into the TP. That is perfect for Equinox because they dodge out both major information tools. And now the camera from ZachaREEE, the new one, is only going to spot out the one for now. Are they calling for rotations? They certainly are, and meters indeed.
Gets there though, right click, gonna be able to find an advantage, plus now upgrading to a Vandal from what was the Sheriff. Paincakes on this site, trying to open up some space for the spike to be planted. Gonna get pop now from Dcop, successfully down. Retake for FaZe, gonna mostly come from the backside screens. You've got one player in Hookah, and the Neural Theft will scout all of this out. Big advantage for Equinox, but can you find the kills? Zach, not gonna find the first. cutefatboy does get traded meanwhile over towards this same angle on the elbow. DXN almost getting his recon bolt back. And how about this? Dcop is re-wrapping around through Hookah. They know where Marved is from the Neural Theft. So if you can find a way to clean up elbow, you should know exactly where Marved is going to be positioned. He responds though to Dcop. Going to try to go for the defuse, but the Aldron will be able to tag him up, and he'll be pushed off of it. No real chance you feel like for him to clutch up here in this 1v2 completely split. Here's the recon bolt for more intel. Marved is going to push forward, and Paincakes will find the kill from behind. Beautiful round from Equinox through and through.
And way too much util save there as well. The fact that Equinox still have an Aldron, like what is the situation? How is there a situation where there's an Aldron that hasn't even been used on to scout out that particular site? So holding on to so much util works out so well for Equinox. The opening kill as well is still how deep dive Mina goes in for that one. He does it the same thing a couple rounds ago, I believe, you know, on that first gun round or something like that. Mina just goes straight in, gets punished, but goes in, finds Rawkus, gets a gun upgrade. The second time, by the way, that Rawkus has lost control of elbow. That can't keep happening for FaZe as they go for a bit of a walk down now of B-Long.
What an exciting game we had between both of these teams. So much vying for position, so many tight moments, and now we get into round number 7. FaZe with an ultimate advantage. A lot of damage confirmed, and Corey will take advantage of it by finding first blood on Mina. Flashpoint still coming through, but you've got a Boombot and Pain Shells to try to delay this, and good help from Marved as cutefatboy still pushed through all of that. Paincakes down the next one up, gonna have some information on one. The wallbang spam is good for Marved, and I believe he actually also tagged up Corey in the process, who's now holding over towards the A side. Cubby, retake, trying to get on through. Shock dart doesn't actually take out Corey with just 37 HP. Rawkus gonna commit for the Hunter's Fury, finds information and damage onto one, but can't convert the kill, and we go 3v3.
It's a low health players though. Look towards Equinox. DXN, Dcop are on critical HP. One shot from anything would get them down. BABYBAY needs to turn around. Doesn't realize that everyone's in lamps for now. Gets taken down by Dcop, who finally will fall to Rawkus. It's a 2v1 situation. DXN on 45. Will get a kill on the ZachaREEE. Will he get a kill on ZachaREEE? He won't. He misses the shot shift, and Zach on 8 HP. finishes things off.
That's so tough. You think you've got the most free kill of your life when you see the Cypher running forward, tosses the cap, no weapon out. The shots were there, just needed one more bullet, and Zach is able to pick up the weapon in time and win the gunfight just in the nick of time. Goodness me. So now all of a sudden we go 4-4 tied up, and with that round lost, Equinox will be forced to just go into pistol upgrades and maybe a couple of SMGs if they're feeling feisty.
You can see how dire that round was actually for both of them, because look towards FaZe's equipment value, their money as well, 100 being spent there, or rather 100 being saved there for BABYBAY, 900 on Marved. I guess the other players in terms of ZachaREEE and Co do have enough to rebuy and maybe drop, but yeah, it is getting quite close for both teams there. Equinox now, Rolling Thunder available. This could be the... actually, no, they won't go for it. They've saved, haven't they? But if they get a couple of kills, maybe steal a bit of guns here. First one could have been from cutefatboy onto maybe ZachaREEE, but ZachaREEE holding on strong. Mina's in.
Zach, okay, he'll find a second, but 3v3 we go as the hit from Equinox is finding some value. Rawkus still existing, though, over towards wood by B long. Marved from elbow. Showstopper going to be called, and that will be the end of the round. Nice little execute there. Everyone hitting from every single angle at the exact same time, and FaZe will hold off nicely.
The extra bonus here for Equinox is the fact that they got a couple of kills, but also forced up the showstopper, so you make the round close in terms of the kills. You start having the potential taking away guns, having the potential to find a win condition, then FaZe get a little bit desperate, spend one more ultimate than they wanted to. This is how you get the ball rolling for Equinox, as, you know, they're only trailing by one. They still hold on to ultimates. I did mention the Rolling Thunder. Weren't going to use it on the pistol round, the Eco, unless they start to get a real advantage there. But now on the actual rifles, this is when you want to get a little bit crazy. BABYBAY will finally have an operator as well, looking towards the bottom of the scoreboard, but this is his chance to climb back up.
First one that we've seen here in Bind. Operator kills from the previous, not all that great. BABYBAY was able to find 4 total. Mina just on 1 from when he pulled up the operator, so neither team finding a lot of value off the op. Here comes the hit, though. Rolling Thunder, Hunter's Fury gonna be used in combination. Mina also tailwinding forward. Beautiful hit onto Corey. The operator player, BABYBAY, caught out in lamp. That'll be another second kill coming through. Marv can't get a double of his own, so Equinox will have taken the A site cleanly.
And another really good take, rolling Thunder from Equinox as well. Dcop will fall, but Mina's in charge now. On the high ground as well. This is an off angle. FaZe won't expect this one. Rawkus might go down here. It will get the kill though. Mina down. Rawkus reads the situation. Recon to follow through now. 2 versus 3 situation. It is possible. But between Zach and Rawkus, they have to isolate some kills, and there's a 3 psych over towards lamps.
Ambitious bouncing shock darts coming out. Not going to connect for Rawkus though. Spy camp, not going to find any information. Zach can use the cyber cage to block off showers. Have to get a play going. Rawkus trying to make their way through lamps is maybe their only choice. Not going to find a way to get it. And with this, Zach will back up over towards showers. He'll find 1. That'll be it. He'll back away, get his save off, and a nice bounce back round here for Equinox. Able to deal with the operator, which will make a very expensive round come out here for FaZe in the following.
Absolutely, and Equinox speed things up quite nicely there as well. I don't know if they've read the possibility of an operator, but regardless of that, they just pushed him very quickly. Rolling Thunder, Mina dives in, instantly getting a kill onto Corey, who I believe was caught in the Rolling Thunder. You saw that he was stunned up.
Yes.
You had BABYBAY as well over towards lamps, trying to shift his way through slowly, but Mina is just deep. Mina's already in lamps. He's got BABYBAY in the back of the dome. Still just the 3 kills for BABYBAY today on this particular map. Operator out of his hands now. Not even a chance to really get too many shots fired on the operator early.
The operators just haven't been, I mean, we talked about this a lot, and we'll break down this at a later point, but a lot of the tier 2 or quote-unquote amateur semi-pro teams, we want to call them, that have been playing over the last couple of weeks, they haven't been running many operators at all. It's been a lot of rifling gameplay, and we had the question of, would the operator be a difference maker for our previously known as top teams in North America? So something to kind of keep in mind. But as we get into this round here, Equinox is stacked up looking for maybe a hookah play. A bit of information was exchanged between players over towards showers, but Equinox not able to get as much information as they wanted off the Aldra and will forfeit over hookah and then re-wrap back over to A.
And you'll probably see the difference between teams in terms of their styles, in terms of who their players are. I can tell you right now, TSM are going to be running the operator as much as they can on the Wardell, but for other teams, I just don't know. I don't know if they're going to go in that direction. FaZe certainly try and get that one onto BABYBAY, but today maybe just feeling a little bit too cold on the Baby's hands. And for FaZe, 3 stacked up over towards B, they're not going to be ready for the same hit.
Corey, though, able to find one. The response is there, though, for cutefatboy, who did get headshots, so he's down extremely low. The neural threat's coming out. Marved gonna try to push through this. Spam shots while flashed, able to get one. So a bit of value here. We're 3v3. Nice fault line to shrug off BABYBAY over from his angle in showers. The last two defense members rotating from their spawn at the moment as the spike gets planted.
They do pull a couple back, though. Both Corey and teammate there and Marv getting one each despite being in a disadvantaged situation that will give ZachaREEE and the rest of the responders something to work with here. 3 versus 3, but they need to break through lamps again. They have to chase down these members. Time is going to run out pretty soon. They have to start getting kills.
Rawkus gets a shock dart, but Zach can't win his gunfight into Dcop. His position now been made aware. But Paincakes from the other side, able to find one. Baits out the shrouded step. Similarly, so BABYBAY able to bait out the spike, but he thought he had the kill. That's one of those catch before you run situations. If you're BABYBAY, he locked down the first handful of shots, but you saw his aim pull right. He thought he had the kill, was trying to make a play for the defuse, but gets punished as Paincakes finds the elimination and Equinox go up 6-5.
Paincakes made a mistake there. He even gave the 1v1 to BABYBAY. The only way that BABYBAY has any chance of winning that one is to find Paincakes ASAP, get the kill, get the defuse, and confirm it all before the round time is over. Paincakes could have just had, he didn't need to take the 1v1. Paincakes could have just ran away a little bit, waited for the next tap on the defuse as well, but goes for the 1v1. And like you said there, BABYBAY turns away from it a half second too early. That's Fury, though, coming through this early round. Rawkus, so far, not finding too much.
A bit blind on the Hunter's Fury, and with the information that there's no Sova here at B, it's going to be a quick hit, but BABYBAY finds one. Brilliant flash and trapwire come through. BABYBAY and Zach first in the world, and apparently they like those odds. BABYBAY for the third. Unbelievable play from FaZe. Not having the weapon advantage, not having the numbers advantage, they don't drop a member.
Dude, that was excellent out of BABYBAY. Finally, he really starts to pop off now. It takes him a while to get in there. Paincakes, last one alive, a flawless. Wow. Give that one over to Marved as well. Every single player down, and that has got to be, finally, we see an incredibly sexy play come through. FaZe, what was that? BABYBAY just outskilling, outmoving the competition there. Mina flashed up, no idea what to do in that situation, and BABYBAY just outmoves them all. He's finally doing something really incredible on this Jett as we finish things off 6-6. It did feel like Equinox was slowly getting towards a bit of an advantage here, but similar to what we saw on Ascent, it kind of just ends 6-6. I don't know if you call that one exciting or an anticlimax, but it is what it is. And we move into the... Oh, yeah, it was pretty good, especially that last play as we move into the next pistol. And as a reminder, Equinox have won 3 of the total pistols so far. This will be the 4th total pistol in the series. Can Equinox get 4 out of 4, or is FaZe finally going to get one on the board?
Aggressive hit mid, question mark. You saw the flashpoint being held, and yeah, Mita's going to go aggressively, but he chooses to go left from mid instead of right, and with that, no information. So now it's actually just going to be down to the duo of both cutefatboy and DXN to hold on to B. What can they find? Paint shells, brilliantly placed. That's going to make life very difficult for cutefatboy, but just inside a bit of the smoke, he's able to at least find one. Valuable trade initially. DXN trying to deal with the Aldron being chased. Going to get shouldered just a touch by BABYBAY. Now here comes the attempt. One headshot locks in. Then the spam to the Cloudburst will find a second. But Mina, now from the front, able to find himself a response. 3v3, but the health pool's looking dire for Equinox. But will that matter? BABYBAY finds himself 3. Just down to 1. It's Dcop in a 1v2. He's made his way onto site. No more flashes to play with. And BABYBAY, as if to say, sorry boys, for a couple of rounds past, has now walked away with 7 kills in the previous 2.
BABYBAY has left the server. C910s has joined, apparently. FaZe coming in big time now. Don't worry, if he wins this one, if FaZe win this one, they might get the rematch they want. Then you'll see the BABYBAY versus 10s matchup. And that's assuming BABYBAY can really start popping off like he is now. Most of these 11 kills have been found in like the last 2 rounds. He got like 4 this round, 3 the previous round. What is that, 7? So yeah, 7 out of the possible 11 kills he's gotten have come through in only 2 rounds. Corey picks up an early rifle here as well. So this is going to be a very big round for FaZe in terms of holding onto equipment. They got a lot of guns here, a lot of armor, just in case Equinox want to do something special. But yeah, Equinox just saving here. Just a frenzy for Mina in case something really starts to get out of hand. But Equinox should not be able to win this round.
FaZe fully stacked over for what looks to be a pretty early attempt to B. Trap wires behind them to keep sure the flank stays safe. Marved going to be the first one on. Has a couple of allies with him, and Corey will find first blood. Zach a second behind this. The only player who's really going to be able to threaten is DXN. He'll find 1 kill, but not a second. And Now you're just looking at Dcop and Mina
Spike planted.
outside looking into this site. Just classics to play with, and they're going to have to either make an attempt to find a couple of kills here by pushing through, because there's really not any chance that FaZe exits over towards the backside of spawn. They give it a go, but Corey and Zach will clean things up.
I'll tell you one thing, when we do finally move into 1.11 with the Cypher changes, I think ZachaREEE is going to be just fine. He's at the top of the leaderboard right now. He's staying alive as well, so there's no chance that his trap wires get deactivated. Obviously, we're not on that patch now. As a reminder, this is still 1.10. We reverted the patch back, so no economy changes, no breach changes, no changes at all from what we saw yesterday. And FaZe 8-6 now, winning now first pistol of the series in their hands, followed by anti-eco. Second rifle being picked up now by Marved, as Rawkus thinks about what he wants to buy into this particular round. BABYBAY doesn't quite have the Blaze Storm yet, otherwise he could have probably dropped Rawkus. 5 rifles on the side of Equinox.
Aggressive traps being set up over to Hookah here this time, though, for cutefatboy. Both will be dealt with. The paint shells into Hookah actually destroy the second, so defensively, Equinox was banking on the fact that the Sova Cypher combo would be able to hold off their utility, but a lot of that is gone. And with that, Dcop is actually going to already rotate from A to B. I like the commitment, but it's just a really tough spot for Equinox to make this call so early in the round.
Bit of a lurk over towards A short as well, as the rest of FaZe are just setting up for B. You look at this as well, Dcop is kind of getting second thoughts here. He's not too sure if he should stay over towards B or leave for A. I do believe that maybe ZachaREEE will look to make a little bit of noise towards A. This is a major slowdown. FaZe are testing the patience of Equinox.
And Dcop is only here to throw out a flashpoint if the hit comes through. Now the blast back onto site. cutefatboy is able to find the first kill from the cubby, but his position will now be known. Rawkus for one in response. A lot of utility being tossed at cutefatboy, who's hoping for a spray down, but isn't able to grab it. But Dcop inside the site has found himself a double.
30 seconds
Rawkus
left.
last one left. This has been a brilliant hold for Equinox considering the circumstances. And now if Dcop can find the third, it would secure the round. But Rawkus still alive. Almost gets a second, but Paincakes snaps to him top side of the container. And Equinox will hold, but still pretty costly. Nice round for FaZe overall considering the numbers.
Yeah, Rawkus, usually the first one dead, now the last one alive. Unfortunately, is in a 1v3 situation, pulls one through. ZachaREEE, by the way, off screen died over towards A. We noticed that Zach was lurking, had a 1v1 versus Mina. Mina wins it. So unfortunately, they don't get that kill either for the side of FaZe, but it is very good for Equinox now, who do pull through on that third round, moving to number 4 now. cutefatboy doesn't quite have a proper gun yet. Dcop looking for something as well in terms of the buys. Spectre in his hands, and for FaZe, this will have to be a win. Will be an eco.
BABYBAY stays alive. The aggressive play for Equinox, you had to respect the creativity. It nearly pans out, but everyone stays up. So FaZe can still fight back this 5v5 round. A number of members are terribly close to ultimates, by the way, as well here in the early stages of our second half. Triple stack into Hookah for FaZe coming through as well. So an opportunity to maybe overwhelm the site itself. Spy cam will also be placed for this take. And Equinox are not committing for this defensive rotation yet. They're really trusting that Mina, DXN, and Dcop could hold this by themselves.
Let's see what Marved can do here as well. Paranoid flies on through, won't catch anybody for now. Cage is confirmed, and we're walking forward. BABYBAY, Marved both get one kill each. And this will be the site taken now. Mina can't even respond. A 5v2 situation. Equinox, I don't know that they have the right equipment for this one. cutefatboy on a Spectre. Paincakes does have a rifle, however, so they can work off that if they want to. Otherwise, they might save.
Yeah, it's looking like a save, but again, you spend so much trying to make that hit through B long come through defensively for Equinox, and you don't walk away with the kill. That leaves you so weakened when it comes to overall utility and try to hold off from a hit. And I'm a bit surprised that Equinox didn't send a fourth member over to try to help out that hold, considering the circumstances and the abilities. So regardless, it'll be a flawless round most likely here for FaZe. Nobody within realm of being able to find point of contact onto Equinox over towards the outside of A mid.
9-7 will be the case after this one. They're going to be doing a bit of a chase. To be fair, this is risky for FaZe because they don't have the best money. They all have rifles as well. I mean, you'd argue that Marved is probably the only one that can really afford to drop a gun, but for the sake of economy, I think you just handshake this one, let it go. Yeah. Allow Paincakes to hold on to one rifle. cutefatboy, Spectre shouldn't be too threatening for the following rounds as well. FaZe just have to try and hold on to this lead. 3 ultimates in play already. 4A3 away. ZachaREEE 2 away. And Dcop 1 away. So get an orb online for Dcop. make something happen with this Rolling Thunder on the retake perhaps as well. Notice that a lot of those rounds, at least 2 rounds minimum there. The 2 rounds that the Rolling Thunder did come through on the attack were 2 excellent rounds for Equinox. So just 1 tick away from confirming that Rolling Thunder again.
Zach early first blood. Again, Mina looking to get aggressive in the middle of the map, and FaZe only had 1 member there. So the fact that that first blood doesn't go their way, now they're going to be shorthanded completely over towards this B site defensively. Corey going to blast pack his way in. Up top, a bit of an updraft from BABYBAY. He finds one. Going to slide right on in for a second. And even though a couple of kills will be traded on the other side of the map, it's just not going to mean much as FaZe Clan will get this spike down no problem.
Yeah, they're deciding who wants to go for the plant here. Obviously, it will be Corey, the last one that doesn't quite have an ultimate on the team, that it's alive anyway. Talk about Paincakes for just a brief moment there. I popped in his name there, but he did manage to kill the lurking ZachaREEE, steal the gun away. And Paincakes looking like he wants to go for this. He's hanging around the B-side run. He's even smoking, so he's revealing his presence, at least slightly. There will be a 1v1 opportunity as Corey's the one that's moving forward right now. The thing to notice here is it doesn't matter if Corey lives or dies, because either way he will get his ultimate. So I think Corey wants to make the play. They know that Paincakes is now on site itself.
Oh boy.
And the duel is won by BABYBAY.
Well, here we go. FaZe Clan building a lot of momentum here on their attacking side. 4 out of 5 thus far, and the gun rounds have looked pretty convincing for them, even dating back to our first map on Ascent. Their gun rounds is where they really made their defensive comeback in the first half. Obviously, just not quite enough in the tank for them to get through that first map here with Equinox up 1-0. But now we go into our 18th round, and a huge advantage again for FaZe, not just in the arsenal they bring to the table, but also in what ultimates they could potentially be spending.
Yes. And the other thing is, right, you say that, okay, FaZe have had the advantage over towards the gun rounds, they've been losing the pistols, but what happens if FaZe actually win a pistol plus an anti-eco, then they have that and the gun rounds, and that's what we're seeing in this particular half right now. Corey checking left, plenty of damage, that should be a kill as well. cutefatboy takes it to the face, so does Paincakes, they get one back, and that will be a gun as well. Rolling Thunder, they want Marved.
Aggressive.
Got Marved.
They get Marved down. This is actually okay. Now you're 3v3 and weapons have been picked up. The only one that might not be having one right now is actually Mina, but they're trying to make a play from the flank over towards mid spices. So now as the hit comes through, DXN going to get a read off the Aldrum. BABYBAY gets tagged up, can't quite get to the safer confines of the spike site itself. So now it's a 3v2, and Equinox have done very well with this aggressive setup. Zach trying to make his way through hookah. He's going to have point of contact here. He does find the first. DXN, do you challenge this? He's considering it, but the cyber cage might be all the consideration he's needed as he'll just wait patiently.
I think there's nothing here for DXN to do. You don't want to go for this 1v1. Just wait for the time here. FaZe the ones that have to get something done. Hunter's Fury available on both ends. Rawkus is completely unknown. Zach should be able to get something. Nope, DXN fast on the trigger pull, surviving on 8 HP as well. And now it comes down to Rawkus, the last player alive. 30 seconds, just enough time to get a kill, get a plant, take it to a 1v1. Even if FaZe win this one, it has been costly. Far too costly. Equinox, it's 2 players, but consider this. Mina doesn't have a gun, and DXN is on critical HP. So, Rawkus, I would still favor it, but he needs to get a kill and plant now.
He
doesn't have time.
Now. Yeah, and all of a sudden, Mina... This is actually going to be a long Hunter's Fury for DXN. He thinks it's a default, but Mina is able to find the angle, brilliantly conceals his position, considering he only has the Frenzy. He'll obviously upgrade that here. And a brilliant round once again for Equinox to keep things tight. Another Thrifty coming through for Nox's defense.
I think Rawkus just didn't realize how much time was remaining. I mean, to be fair, if he just started running there stomping, he's scared of revealing position. He's maybe thinking, I don't want to reveal myself on A, but the better play, in my opinion, hindsight 2020 here, is just start stomping over towards A, fake the plant even, force the 1v1 versus Mina, who doesn't have a gun. You can win that and then go for the plant. You have time to do both, but only if you start running from B to A. If you shift walk the entire way, then you have to just force the plant, and then you will just die to Mina, which is what happened.
Oh, and again, you've got DXN who spams the Hunter's Fury at range to default plant spot, so when you don't get the information there, Mina knows that, okay, this has to be backside of the truck inside of A, and it's a very easy kill for him. 5 ultimates, though, available for FaZe. It's going to be Rawkus opening things up ceremoniously with the Hunter's Fury. He does get 1 tag, but can't confirm the kill. I believe that's on to Paincakes sitting over towards Elbow. How about this, though? cutefatboy, he might stay aggressive through this dark cover, and no one's going to see this, so the angle peek will come through. Paranoia trying to assist, but doesn't find any information. Now Corey, Showstopper, able to find the first, and now he's in the site, and really, at this point, cutefatboy should be isolated, but they haven't found the pick as of yet, and for the fact that he goes 1 for 1 is actually okay for Equinox down to 3v4.
Dcop wants to challenge this one. ZachaREEE has the number. Great shots being picked up there. 4-2 down, Neural Theft committed. This is an ultimate battle in terms of FaZe. 3 ultimates being committed into that one. Equinox 2 alive. The last 2 from the last run as well. And like you said, it will be the save coming on through. Equinox just got some guns. Mina has an operator as well. Doesn't have full armor. Doesn't want to go for this one. Retaking with an operator, half armor with one other player. That's going to be a Sova. You don't even have flashes to work with on the retake. It really is not doable. So they're going to make the smart play here, but it will put FaZe up to 11, and FaZe will only be 2 away from confirming the map, 1 away from getting that point.
FaZe have been great about getting their ultimates online. That's kind of been a storyline threaded between both the maps that we've had so far. Mina's going to get an opportunity here. Okay, so BABYBAY will fall. And it looks as if FaZe want to try to contest this operator, as you also had Corey, who was getting a little bit aggressive, flirting with the opportunity of challenging Heaven. But now you go back over to Mina at the opposite side, and Zach will find a kill. Big weapon off the table, and DXN's not out of danger yet either. 1v1 coming over towards U-Haul. And it looks like they're going to wait for help before they finally challenge DXN. Blast pack comes through, and Corey finds his third. That's actually massive because he gets the plant, he gets the ultimate orb, and as he just used the showstopper this round, he's already 4 out of 7 towards his next.
And this is what I thought as well. Marved actually picked up BABYBAY's operator. That's why BABYBAY went for the chase with the Blade Storm. You probably wouldn't go for that one with the operator in hand, so BABYBAY knew what the risks were, used only the Blade Storm, probably had a rifle in hand because why not? Marved takes the operator to make sure that it's safekeeping. That's why Marved was still lurking over towards B. I say lurking, he was just hiding there, just waiting for the round to finish before teleporting over for a bit of assistance. And they get both kills anyway, so they get to get the cake and eat it too in this case. 2 rifles online for Equinox, but really that's all they have to work with here, as Equinox desperately want to prevent FaZe from reaching that point.
Impressive hit here for Equinox, and Dcop and cutefatboy were trying to double up to find some early kills mid-map, but it doesn't come out favorable whatsoever. So now another big advantage here for FaZe Clan. Marved has actually hit from the shadows. He's on site. He commits to this. Very vulnerable spot, and with that, Dcop will find a kill and upgrade over to a rifle. Now the flashpoint coming through, and FaZe, the spike was so far behind, they never fully committed to this. The timing of Marved actually committing to us from the shadows was a bit odd, and now because of that, Equinox is in a salvageable 4v4.
Dcop on low HP. As Rawkus makes a TP instantly. Corey will be there to meet. While this is all happening, by the way, BABYBAY's still hanging around. It's been a bit of a slow movement here. You'll notice that because the TP came through, there's not been a huge commitment by Equinox to make the rotations happen. Mina's still here. Mina goes down to ZachaREEE, or rather Corey, while he was putting the smoke down. BABYBAY gets traded, but I don't know that they can really pick up the guns. Dcop already has a weapon in hand, but that is an operator. Might be feeling it.
30 seconds
If anything, if you're really looking to see if Paincakes can open up some space against the 1v1 versus Corey, and I'm right there with you here, Avril. I mean, there's really no reason to solo chow like this. This is still a round that Equinox could play for. So now that the question really is Dcop, did he pick up that operator on this retake attempt, or is he going to try to prefer a rifle? He is very low on HP. Looks like he's got a Phantom in hand. Fault line will clear out lamps. Aftershock does the same. Zach playing over towards Bath will be holding his angle off a spy cam, while Rawkus is just going to wait to get this recon bolt off. Here comes the attempt for Equinox. They're going to just immediately stick on top of this. Recon bolt coming through.
One enemy remaining.
And now the attack. Rawkus for the first. Paincakes can't respond to the second, but FaZe getting a little bit loose there near the end. Corey falling and almost dropping an operator over was tight for a moment, but now we're on map point here for map number 2 in favor of FaZe, who will also have an economical advantage going into it.
Yeah, I think for FaZe as well, I mean, dropping the operator, but knowing that Equinox can't really use it to retake ends up being fairly safe for them. Paincakes pulls through with a kill onto Corey that nearly makes it 2v2 doable. If you want anyone on that retake, you want to see Dcop, you want to see Breach, you want to see plenty of util, which is what Dcop had. The only thing he didn't have was the HP, so as soon as he goes for the tap on the spike, he gets taken down, sprayed through via the recon dart as well. It's just not really possible for him to really do too much more there. And 12 confirmed, this is going to be map point. Equinox will have to spend these ultimates.
Ah, it's tough.
And they lose one already.
Yeah, it's Dcop. You really needed his utility to execute when you're on an eco. Zach has been incredible on the day so far as FaZe's Cypher. He'll be trying to hold the site as they make their way forward. Marved able to find one on the exchange, but Paincakes is able to upgrade into an AR. Mina from Showers. 1v1 point of contact here with Corey, and he doesn't expect to check his right. FaZe in a really great spot to lock this one up. 4v2, Showstopper coming out, up and over they go.
Yep.
Down and out, go Equinox. 13-8 here, and we're going to go to map number 3 here, partner.
Yeah, it's looking like a good one.